Oh, here we go. What's up, bro?
Hello.
What's going on, my friend?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself? You know, we got off on the wrong foot the other night. I apologize for being mean.
Justin, my brother, I don't need you to apologize, man. I appreciate you so much. I really like your stream. I just want to know, maybe you're right. We did start a little bit off. I don't want you to apologize. Let's just continue our conversation, I guess. I think we just disagreed on a couple of things, and maybe we can go from there. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I hope not.
Okay, cool. I'll let you go, man. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna sit back and hit the bong.
Sweet. So, no. Ah, damn it. Okay, as long as you don't call me idiot, okay? You can hit the bong.
As long as I don't call you an idiot, I can hit the bong.
All right. You're not going to call me an idiot.
If you say something idiotic, I mean, I can't make you that promise.
All right, sweet. So, I mean, you did call me an idiot a lot. You called me stupid multiple times during the debate. I just, it was very hard for me to kind of, I don't know. What's your biggest point of contention? Do you believe? Like, was I really that wrong? And if I was, in where exactly?
What have you done to facilitate a third party on your local level, where you live? You don't give away too much on stream because clearly public and everything. I don't want anybody coming after you. But like,
okay,
and the chat's really hit me with it. Now I can't use profanity.
Nice.
I've got.
That's amazing chat. Good job.
So there you go. Look at you. Now that doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it. We just have to reset the clock when I do it. I have to get through the 10 minutes.
All right, no worries. So what was your question? What did I do locally?
Yeah, what have you done locally to facilitate a third party?
I've done absolutely nothing locally. What should I done locally to facilitate a third party?
Well, to get you need to get candidates on the ballot with the party that you identify with. You need to start with like school boards, city councils, shit like that. That's how you build a party.
I understand, but is that necessary, or can you go in directly and get in, put some ballots, some names on the ballots for Congress, and actually get your constituents directly into Congress? Is that possible?
Congress, possibly, but I think it would that's a more monumental task, right? God damn it! I said shit. Okay, I gotta. Sorry. At least it wasn't directed. At least it wasn't directed at you, right?
No, yeah, but monumental in what way? Monumental in because we don't have rank choice voting? What do you mean monumental?
That plays a factor in it, but in order for a party to be successful, it has to have a ground game, right? So when candidates are running a statewide race, they depend on the people in the counties to go out and do their canvassing, to put out signs, to get people bumper stickers, and to make phone calls for them. And it's that local apparatus that actually does the work that gets people elected.
Okay, but so let's say I didn't do anything locally, but I can still get
no chance.
Though. How come?
Because politics is done face to face. The reason most people vote for a candidate is because somebody from their campaign came and knocked on their door, or they talked to them out in front of a grocery store, or they met the candidate themselves. The more people a candidate talks to, the more successful they are. So how are you going to do that without a ground game?
What I'm trying to tell you is I don't need the ground game. I'll use the media game. You're using the old school.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, I can. Why not? Because
the media is incredibly fractured. How are you going to reach all of the people? You need a very broad coalition, and there's no one place. First of all, media is incredibly expensive. Do you know how much it costs to buy a local ad on a radio station or a television station? It is an insane amount of money. And in order
isn't it like $100 a day?
And in order for media to be effective, you can't just buy one ad. You have to saturate the market, and it is incredibly expensive.
All right, so this is why I brought up Jimmy Dore, because he kind of makes you circumvent through that. He does. You don't have to go through the long-winded floor game where you have to gain support. You already have support. You already have a huge media apparatus behind you. You got multiple channels running your name, and you got support from a lot of people. And immediately you'll start with a big name. I mean, that's
you are significantly overestimating who Jimmy Dore is. I assure you. The vast majority of people in this country have absolutely no clue who Jimmy Dore is.
Okay, but nobody knew who Bernie Sanders was either.
I did. I've known who Bernie Sanders was for 20 years, man.
But they didn't. Nobody associated him with the progressive movement in any way until
I did. Just because you didn't,
no.
Just because you weren't there for it doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
So you're not trying to say that Bernie Sanders, when he ran, he actually...
Man, I was listening to Bernie Sanders on the Tom Hartman program back in like 2004.
Okay. But anyways, you saw how he was able to bring all this...
How old are you?
All this support behind him. I'm 28.
28, okay. I really would like you to go and what third party do you identify most with? The Green Party?
Yeah, let's say I really like the Green Party. I think they're the most cohesion, the most.
Does the Green Party have a Does the Green Party have a presence in your area?
Very, very little. I'm in a Republican state.
Okay, but is the Green Party there?
No, barely, no.
Well, you say barely, but if there's like a state apparatus for the Green Party, you can help make the Green Party be there. But you live in a Republican state. Now, here's one of the things that I didn't tell you the other night is I have voted third party in more presidential elections than I've voted for a Democratic candidate.
So you agree third party is the right way? I think it's
no, I don't.
Shows voting is the thing that needs to be...
No, AlManara, I'm going to explain to you why I voted the way I did. Because it was strategic. In 2012, Obama was completely safe. There was no way that Mitt Romney was going to win. And I lived in a red state. And because I do believe that we need another option, I voted for the Libertarian candidate. Now, if I had been in New York, I might have voted Working Families Party. If I had been in Colorado, maybe I'd voted the DSA. But it was a strategic vote where my vote had the most power because I can help make the Libertarian Party something in the state that I was in. And what you're trying to do is get ballot access. So you have to get 5% of the vote in order to even get ballot access in the election.
Yeah, North Carolina did succeed in doing that, I think.
That's why I wanted to vote Libertarian to help them try to reach those thresholds for funding.
So what do you say to the people that already succeeded and are on the ballot, like the North Carolina candidate?
I don't know what you're talking about.
For the Green Party.
I don't know what you're talking about. More power to them. I'm cool with them.
I mean, is it a waste of my vote?
No.
To vote for him?
No.
I just I understand. I think the way you. Okay, so this is what I feel. I feel like you actually like third parties. You will vote for them.
Yes, very much. No. I will vote for them if my vote counts to help them do something. So remember, I used 2012 as an example. I voted for Gary Johnson because I was in a Republican state. Obama was safe. Even if like Obama wasn't safe, me being in a red state, I might have still cast a third party vote. Now that I didn't do that in 2020. Even though I felt like Joe Biden was pretty safe, I still morally wanted to vote for Joe Biden. But in 2012, I could help build the Libertarian Party in the state that I was in. So it was a strategic vote there. And depending on what area of the country I was in, I would have voted differently, right? So I might have voted DSA in Colorado, or I might have voted Working Families in New York.
Okay.
If I was in a swing state, I might have very well voted for Obama.
Did the strategy work?
I don't... what do you mean by work?
Did you get to do the Libertarian... I don't know, the Libertarian... I mean, there was... To me, it sounded like that was a failed... Like, you just kind of wasted your vote, is what you're trying to say.
No, I don't feel that I wasted my vote. I felt like I cast the best vote I could in the circumstances I was in.
But you knew you were gonna lose.
But it wasn't about losing. It was about helping libertarians reach a threshold for funding for future elections. It's about building coalitions for future. You understand? You got to hit a 5% threshold in order to receive the matching funds publicly.
Interesting. I like the game you played. Anyways, so I think what you really have a problem with is the system more than the actual.
What I have a problem with is that you don't really know what you're talking about.
No, I think the system is kind of messed up. That's why you're not having problem.
I'm playing the system that I'm dealt, man. I'm playing the system as it is.
But I believe the system could be changed. Like
cool, but you have to have power to change it.
Is there a way to have 1 or 2 congressmen that are third party?
I mean, I think a few exist already.
Yeah, independents. They're independent, but they really vote Democrat. What about like they really are independent and they don't represent that?
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, the problem is, I believe the system is manipulated so much that you just can use it and say, well, there's no more use at all in voting.
So what you're saying is you want some sort of revolution.
I believe the right choice is to vote for third party, because when you vote for third party, you're telling the one of either parties to kind of take over that stance, especially if they're the major parties. And if we can't even vote for third party to even show up what stances we want, then how the hell am I ever going to pressure my party in any way? Like, what is your pressure campaign to the Democrats right now? I believe a third party is the only pressure campaign available. We vote for third party. We tell them why we voted for this party, because they stand for our values and whatnot. And then one of the two parties has to adopt these values, or they will lose to the next party, to the other party. You get me?
No. And what you were saying is fundamentally wrong. And it works. AlManara, right. It works the other way. Do you notice who gets what they want in politics right now?
Manchin.
No, it's old conservative white people, right? Old conservative white people get what they want in politics. Is that true?
Sorry, what? What did you say?
Old conservative white people get what they want in politics in the United States, correct?
Sure.
I mean, like, that's true. And they tend to be more affluent.
Thomas Massey is not getting what he wants. Thomas Massey,
old conservative white people. Thomas Massey's
old, conservative, and white, and he doesn't get anything he wants. He keeps crying about it on Twitter all the time. So yeah, I agree with you to an extent. Yeah.
Old conservative white people get what they want in this country. The voter. I'm talking about the voting base. I'm talking about, and I made it through the 10 minutes. Good on me.
Okay.
Fucking A.
Okay, that's fine.
The voting base is old, conservative, white, correct? Tends to be a little more affluent. The people who vote. Okay. I'm trying to explain to you, it's actually the opposite of the way you're setting up. The people who vote get what they want. And because right-wing conservative voters always vote, they get what they want.
Okay, so you're saying but they already have
the baby boomers get what they want, AlManara.
The conservatives already
because they vote. And the Democrats aren't going to care about your libertarian campaign because they're going for the people that always vote in every election, and those people tend to be more conservative. And you're acting like it's some sort of fucking conspiracy against you instead of just the way the numbers break.
Interesting. Okay, interesting point.
It's not interesting, it's true.
No, I'm trying to get to this. So you're saying that
the people that vote get what they want. Old people, old people get what they want in this country. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I really don't think anybody gets what they want.
Baby boomers do. Baby boomers do. Holy crap. The entire country is stilted towards baby boomers.
If that's true, there would not be an electoral college.
No, they want that. That's what is kept. That is what is kept rich, crusty, old white people in power is the electoral college.
The problem is, I don't even think that's the majority of the Americans.
It's not the majority of Americans. That's the man.
I think you're trying to make a non sequitur. Like there's no way.
I don't think you know what a non sequitur is.
The thing is, I don't think that it's you because you're white and old. That's why you get it. Yeah.
Well, no, that's not what I said.
They align with the same values, but it's really the corporations that are getting what they want. It's not the old white man.
Yes.
They just align with these values. Sometimes.
Corporations get what they want. Yes. And these,
less regulation.
And these people tend to be the bankers and shit that run the corporations.
Okay, I'm just trying to get to why is third party a valuable solution? Why can you not use it to?
Because the Democrats are just going to laugh at you. The reason why the Democrats are so conservative is because the voting base is conservative. The people that come out and vote in every election, including midterms, and all of your elections.
Prove that that's wrong.
No, it's not.
Bernie Sanders brought in more people
than
any other election. What?
Dude, well, in order for Bernie Sanders to win, you had to overwhelm the system because the system was the party in power, the apparatus that was in power within the party has the leverage. So in order for Bernie to win, he had to overwhelm the system.
Imagine he ran independent.
The reason he didn't run independent is because it's a stupid idea.
No, the reason he didn't run independent.
AlManara, if you want to build an independent party, please start one locally. Why don't you run for office? Why don't you run for a city council or something? You'd be amazed at how easy it is.
Every time I align with a party, they come up with strategies to break.
That's what I'm saying. Start your own Green Party. Align with the Libertarians if you have to in that state.
So tell me, what would have happened if Bernie Sanders ran independent?
Why are you so focused on national races?
Because there's no use of you running, and it's basically like playing a football game when the field is so fucking against your favor. Like the games the game is already against you. Why the hell are you even playing the game? I don't want to play the game. I want to go right in and change the rules.
Do you know the name of your state house representative?
State house representatives.
The state house. Do you know the name of your representative?
I know the governor and I know the representatives. At least one.
Do you know your representative?
Of my state, yeah.
Because let me tell you, I had a problem with unemployment a few years ago. And because I know how government works, I called my state rep. And dude, he was so nice to me and he helped me out. Because that's who you call when you have that kind of an issue. Did you know that?
No, I actually had no idea. What else?
You don't know how the system works, man. That's one of the things that upsets me about people like you.
What else can you give me more?
I want you to get involved locally. If you want to get involved in politics, start local.
Okay, Justin. What is the use of being local if they're just gonna go?
That's where everything happens, man. You don't realize how you do not realize how much power your local government has.
They stole Bernie Sanders while he was running in Democrats.
Bernie Sanders didn't have anything stolen from him, man. There just wasn't enough people that showed up to vote for him. Why can't you get that? Like, the baby boomers outnumber us. We have to overwhelm them, and there's just not enough of us voting. Too many people have your attitude. So we can't... You have to do something else, man. So I'm trying to get you into community action. I'm trying to get you involved locally. I don't know you other than to complain. You have really no effect on national politics. So why not get involved locally where you can have an effect?
All right. So go ahead. Give me the plan that you have for the local election. So I run. I myself go in a state local election. I win it. Then what?
Then you have some form of power to wield. What are you running for? What would you like to run for? What are your specialties? And I can recommend something that you can run for.
I'm saying this is the worst strategy. It's gonna take the longest. It's gonna bring the lowest amount of results in the.
No. This is how you get results. This is how the Republicans did it. This is how they built their coalition. That's what I kept trying to say the other night.
No, you get results by going against the Democratic Party by finding ways to pressure the Democratic
Man,
Party.
I've heard that man. I have been alive for almost 40 years now. I remember back to the early 90s, and I've heard that from every third party candidate back to Ross Perot.
Okay. What about this? What if I tell you I'm not voting Democrat until you give me a pressure campaign, a way to pressure Democrats in
The
office?
Democrats are just going to be like, I'm not even appealing to you. I'm appealing to the people that do vote.
Okay, exactly. Then I tell them, well, you don't.
Then
get my
you
vote,
then you
I
don't
take
have
my
a seat
vote
at the
and I hold
table.
on to it.
Then
You
you're
don't think
useless.
It's my vote.
Then you're
You
just
don't
some
think
dude complaining on the internet.
So you don't think Ro Khanna wants my vote?
What do you mean?
You don't think Ro Khanna needs my vote?
Like, it doesn't work that way. You can't threaten a politician.
He doesn't.
Now,
need
organizations, if you were involved in a union, you can pressure a politician because you have collective power. But just you, little old AlManara, bitching on the internet is not going to do anything.
Yeah, well, I am going to be doing something. I'm going to go ahead and find a way to pressure the politician once he gets into office. And if it is...
Dude, you have zero power to anybody that's a federal
have.
official. You do have power with people that are your local officials. And let me tell you, the asshole right-wingers, the Proud Boys, are all running for the school boards and the city governments and the county governments. And your fucking local government is going to be run over with them. I promise you. Because nobody wants to pay attention to the local elections, and that's where things actually happen.
Why would you run locally when you can run into immediately in the Congress?
How are you going to run immediately into Congress? Dude, you're going to
put names on the ballot.
Just put names on a ballot is not a strategy, dude. You're not a serious person.
Okay, look, listen. We come up with a real strategy. We come up with the real
You need to go and knock on some doors. You need to work on some campaigns and learn how this works.
First of all, I have to align with one party. And let's say...
No, you don't have to align with a party. Align with a campaign you agree with. You don't have to align with a party. Just like I told you that my votes were strategic, man. Find somebody locally that you agree with and fucking knock on doors for them. Learn how this works. Once you learn how the system works, then you can talk to me about a strategy because you don't even know how this works. And you're trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me what we need to do. And it's frustrating.
You know, but you're the one that knows the system and how it works, and you still have no ideas.
Yes, and I'm telling you what to do. No, I'm not. I do have ideas. Go run for your local office, please. I want you to. I want you to get involved with community action organizations. Fucking people that do mutual aid. Fucking go build a community garden. I would love that. Please.
Okay, so
That's what you do. You build connections in your local community, and then you can exercise power. Get involved in whatever trade union. Please.
Okay, I still don't understand how this is going to get me to my final point.
Because you, AlManara, have absolutely no power. And you're falling for Jimmy Dore, who is selling you fucking t-shirts and getting advertising money off of your dumb ass.
What you're doing is you're helping a little bit. Maybe you're gathering enough attention and power to maybe enact any kind of change locally speaking. And that's even...
It's not maybe. You get elected locally, you have power. These fucking Proud Boys that are dude, you're not a serious person.
Not necessarily, bro. If that's true, then the world would have changed every time we elect somebody new. It doesn't happen that way. There's not that
The
much
only
power.
people getting elected locally are these idiotic assholes because you weren't paying attention to it.
Oh, okay. Very convenient. So because it's not a hard thing.
Are you paying attention to your local elections?
No, I mean, not as much as
I don't understand why you think you know what you're talking about.
Because I don't believe that.
Because you watch Jimmy Dore on YouTube.
I don't believe
you fucking idiot.
Chill. I don't believe me running an election is going to make a big difference when every 4 years they keep electing in Joe Biden.
Unelectable airwaves won a
he's-
seat
and
on
he-
school
he
council
starts
without even
sanctioning-
designating a party. Go run for office,
My
dude.
brother, he starts sanctioning whoever he wants. He
Stop
starts creating
bitching on the internet. I'm a
secret
broadcaster.
with
I
whoever he
bitch
wants.
on the internet. That's what I do.
All I'm saying is this local strategy is not a great big strategy. And
It's
a lot
the
of people
only
have,
strategy, you
tried it.
dumb fuck.
Okay, if that's true, then why the hell did Meet Kevin go in and immediately try to become a mayor?
Do you know what a moving the goalpost fallacy is?
And why didn't he try to run in the election? Run in the
BB takeover. I'm
elections, and
done.
why did he just break his campaign once he wasn't able to be governor? Huh?
Go ahead, Phoebe.
Okay, hey, okay, so Justin is a mildly annoyed man right now, and so I'm here to compensate for when he's needs to take a quick break. So, okay, so why do you want a third party? What position do you have that are not being met by the current? I assume you've been talking about the Democratic establishment, so I assume you want to like presumably push the Democrats over to the left by using a third party as a pressure campaign. Am I right in that?
So let me explain my thinking process. My thinking process is I
Okay.
need a way to pressure politicians to the left. I need a way to do it.
Okay.
Right now, there is no viable way. Rokana can tell me I'm a lefty. He gets into office. He starts, arming Ukraine, signing up for more stock options, whatever the hell it is. I have no way
Man,
to
do you
stop
do
him.
you
Let me
watch
finish.
do you
Let me
watch
finish.
congressional
I'm just-
hearings? Do you
So-
actually know
so-
what Rokana is doing? Do you
So
do you
I'm
read
sitting there-
legislation? Do you watch congressional hearings?
So let me finish. I don't know what the hell are you talking about, but let's. So
Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
I need a way to pressure these politicians. Now, one way I saw to pressure politicians is, and I got this from the Forward Party. I realized that the Forward Party is running because they see that there's a big discrepancy, that they're going to lose a huge red wave coming, and they're going to lose to it. So what I think is they're doing is they're trying to funnel as many votes as they can.
Dude, there's not going to be a red wave. The Democrats are going to pick up about 3 seats in the Senate, and I think they're going to hold on to the House. But it could be a toss-up.
Yeah,
Like,
I was about
you
to
do
say,
realize the
yeah,
Democrats
red
just
wave
picked up a House
was
seat this week, yesterday,
So you're talking now that they
in Red Alaska. The Democrats just won a House seat in Red Alaska.
because of their relief, their debt relief.
What are you talking about?
How
I
did they
don't
win? Because of the $10,000 relief?
No, it's probably more to do with the Roe v. Wade decision, because the Roe v. Wade decision actually there's statistics to back this up. I think with what was it? What's the organization? 538. They've actually been keeping track of the stats, and you can see around the time the Roe v. Wade decision was put through by the Supreme Court, which is a Republican-elected Supreme Court. But by the time that was pushed through, the red wave that was happening, it basically over time has started slowly like fizzling out and actually turning into more of a blue wave, or at least like a stabilization to allow for the Democrats to maintain their current power and even gain some power in some areas. Because the Roe v. Wade decision was just such a big fucking deal that, everyone's like, oh wait, shit, the Republicans are going a bit too far. And so they're actually, if anything, this is Republican voters, some of the more moderate ones, actually moving a bit to the left in some certain aspects.
That's
Although
very
that's
interesting.
Very loose definition of that. So
That's
take
it's
that
very
for
interesting,
the-
but is that something that the Democrats really want? That's only going to move the Democratic Party to the right once they
The
get all
Democrats are
the
up 4 points in the
constituents of
generic
their
ballot
mouth.
right now. Like you don't even really know what you're talking about, and you're trying to argue something, and it's really.
Anyways, I don't think just because I'm trying to say gaining all these voters from Roe v. Wade is going to bring in a lot more conservatives. That's going to change the dynamics of the party. I don't think the Democratic
No,
Party
I
is going to
don't
be
think
the
they'll
lefty
stay.
party.
Oh, AlManara. He just made a great point. Phoebe. You said bringing in voters changes the party. That's my point. If you vote, if you're a lefty and you go vote and you go and participate in the Democratic Party, it will go left. That's how you move it left. You
Yeah.
participate in it.
Yeah, this is very
Well-
true. Yeah. You need to,
Well-
in order for there to be left-leaning politicians, there need to be left-leaning politicians.
The thing is, The
And,
thing is,
and here's the thing.
your definition of left is different than my definition of left.
AlManara, I want to make another point to you here. I'm gonna make another point. It is amazing to me how far to the left the Democratic Party has gone in the 20 years I have been involved in it, and it is because I've gotten involved in it.
This is amazing. This is amazing. You're gonna say that when FDR changed the world in the Democratic
I'm not talking about FDR, son. I'm talking about the way the Democratic Party was when I came of age in 2001, 2002, and I got involved in politics. From that point, the way the Democratic Party was at that point, we moved it left.
No. I think
Yes.
is much better.
Yes. And even Bernie Sanders is the evidence of that.
No.
Bernie Sanders wouldn't have stood a chance in the 2000 election.
Justin, listen, man, you're talking a lot, man. You hit the
yeah, it's my show, you dumb fuck, and you're stupid.
You just hit the bong too many times.
No, you're stupid and don't really have anything to say.
So really, the left's
your entire argument is you want to bitch on the internet. I'm not there. I told you what to do in order to make a change.
You failed in your argument. You said the
bullshit.
Never been better. Right now, Democrats.
I never said that.
Democrats can do. You just said they've never been better in 20 years. If this is the best, starting Taiwan conflict, starting wars, arming Ukraine.
I said I moved the Democratic Party left in the last 20 years, which is true.
There's no Medicare for all. How did you move them? There's no Medicare. There's no minimum wage.
Dude's not serious. Dude is not serious. I can't have a discussion like that. If a person couldn't look at Bill Clinton and his administration and see how me coming of age, 2001, 2002, whenever I cast my first vote, and voting consistently has moved the Democratic Party to the left. And I have done the pressure campaign exactly the way I explained in 2012 when I voted for the Libertarian Party. I have done the pressure campaign. So, sorry. Lady B, welcome. Meat Cakes, have I said hi to your awesome face? Thank you, Merkin. I felt like I kept my cool. And if that was on his stream, I feel like I might have even won some people over. Because I admit that, when I start calling people idiots and stuff, it makes them dig in. And that's not going to get them to change their mind. And I think I did a really good job of actually talking to somebody and making a rational argument in a way that would get somebody to change their mind. But that dude's just fucking dumb. He's too naive to know what's going on. And AlManara, if you're listening to this, my friend, please just get involved locally. Go get involved locally, find out how all this stuff works, and then you'll understand more and you can have a strategy and you can make informed decisions about politics. Until then, you're just a dude yapping about nonsense that you're kind of out of your depth for on the internet. And there's enough of those people on Twitch. Man, I wish I had done this when I was in college, but to be honest with you, I didn't feel that I was well read enough when I was in college to get on here and give opinions to people. But there are some dumb fucks out there, and if Tim Pool can make millions of dollars doing it, I can get on here and have my own little small niche audience.